You will never find God. Not in a temple, not in a book, not in a mantra, not in meditation. Not in the gathering, not in the ritual, not in the name that echoes through the hall. How can what holds the stars be confined in four walls? How can what gives rise to the breath be summoned by a sound? What runs the blood, moves the wind, and births a galaxy can be placed on an altar. Only knowledge about it can be placed in a book. Only beliefs about it can be discussed in a room. But that, which all of this is made of, cannot be gathered, cannot be held. To chant, to concentrate, to seek some state is to remain in the movement, like a fish thirsty for water while swimming in the ocean. God is not found in becoming, not revealed through method, not gifted by effort. You will never find God, not because there isn't one, but because the moment you try, you have already stepped away. The seeker is the separation, the search is the distance. Every idea, every image, every hope drawn around the word God is made of memory, an idea already known. But the truth is not in memory, not an idea. You will never find God because God is not found. What you believe God is not. What actually God is, not a belief. What is certain does not need belief. The silence before the word, the stillness before the prayer, that is closer than all belief. To seek is to postpone, to name is to divide, and every name is a mirror held up to absence. The moment you say God, you're already too late. The moment you try to describe, you are building walls around what has no shape. God is not in the image, not in the temple, not in the name, not in the sky. God is not something, God is not someone, God is not. But there is this before the question, this before the thought. You cannot call it God because calling it anything turns it into something else. You cannot find it because you are using what veils it to search for it. The eyes cannot see itself. It is not separate from anything, but it is not anything either. It is not hidden. It is not revealed. It is not a reward. It is not a punishment. It simply is, without needing your name for it. And until the one searching vanishes, what is remains unseen. Not because it is not seeing, but because the one claiming to see stood in its place. Not because it hides, but because the seeker stands in front of the sun and asks, where is the light? The seeker is the shadow, the method is the veil, the teaching is the echo. And still, here it is. Not waiting, not calling, not needing to be found. Just this, without effort, without word, without distance. You will never find God, but in the absence of finding, what remains is beyond all gods. Not because it is greater, but because it never left. It cannot be grasped, but it can be no longer avoided. When the seeker dissolves, when the question burns itself out, when even the silence is not held, what remains is not yours, but is you before you became someone. And in that, no one finds God, because there is no one left to search. Only what has always been.